Now, good morning. Today we are studying about the interacting forces during covalent bond formation. In the chapter number 5, chemical bonding, this topic is there. Which types of interactive forces are working during the formation of covalent bond? Now, suppose take any two atoms. Suppose this is the A atom, this is the B atom. There are the two atoms. Now suppose they are approaching to each other for the covalent bond formation. That means for covalent bond formation there must be the overlapping of the orbitals. We already see in the valence bond theory that during the bond formation, covalent bond formation, the half filled orbitals of the two different atoms overlap with each other. Now these two atoms, when approach to each other for overlapping their orbitals, there are two types of interacting forces are working at the same time. Now, which are that interacting forces? Now, there are two types of interacting forces. One is the attractive forces and another are the repulsive forces. Now, where these repulsive forces are working? Now, we know that between the two electrons, there are the repulsive forces because they have the similar charges electron. So, there is the repulsion. So, when two different atoms approach to each other, there are repulsive forces are working between the between the electrons of the two atoms. Again, we know that on nucleus there are the positive charges. So when the two atoms approach each other, there is repulsion between the two nuclei of these two different, that is the atoms, because there are the similar charges on the nucleus, that is the positive charges. So there must be repulsion. But at the same time, attractive forces are also working between the electron of one atom, suppose electron of the A atom, and a nucleus of the another atom, that is the B atom. There are the, that is, attractive forces between the electron of one atom and nucleus of the another atom. Again, there are the repulsive forces between the electrons of another atom and nucleus of the first atom. Now, if the attractive forces are more than the repulsive forces, then there is the overlapping of orbitals takes place. But if the repulsive forces are greater than the attractive forces, then there is not formation of the covalent bond. Suppose here the attractive forces are 70% and repulsive forces are only 30%. Suppose the attractive forces are 70% and repulsive forces are only 30%, then attractive forces are greater than the repulsive forces. So here is the formation of covalent bond takes place. But if opposite is the position, suppose that is repulsive forces are 70% and attractive forces are only 30%, then there is not formation of the covalent bond. Then in which that is the cases the covalent bond is not formed. Now we know that for the covalent bond formation, the valence shell must be contains unpaired electrons, or they are the half filled orbitals containing the unpaired electrons, and the spin of that unpaired electron of the two different atoms must be opposite. Then there is the covalent bond formation. But if the spins are parallel, that is similar spin, then covalent bond formation is not takes place, and at that time the repulsive forces are greater than the attractive forces. Now see here, A covalent bond is formed by overlap of two half-filled orbitals having the unpaired electron with opposite spins. Their spins must be opposite and the electrons are unpaired, and that unpaired electron containing orbitals are called as the half-filled orbitals. During covalent bond formation, two interacting forces are working or developed between the nuclei and the electrons of the two atoms, that are the attractive forces between the nucleus and nucleus of one atom and electrons of the another atom, and vice versa, that is electrons of one atom and nucleus of the another atom. When the balance between the attractive forces and repulsive forces takes place, now the balance between the attractive forces and repulsive forces decides whether the bond formation takes place or not. If the attractive forces are stronger than the repulsive forces, then and then covalent bond formation takes place. But if opposite is the case, repulsive forces are more than the attractive forces, then there is not formation of the covalent bond, or covalent bond does not form at that case. Now let us explain the formation of hydrogen molecule, that is the how the covalent bond between the two hydrogen atom takes place and how the potential energy of the two hydrogen atoms, which is first nearly zero, decreases during the covalent bond formation. The covalent bond form only takes place during the decrease of the potential energy. Now, let us see this potential energy diagram for the hydrogen molecule. Now, the two hydrogen atoms are here having oppositely spin electrons in their valence shell. Both the hydrogen atom contain one oppositely spined electron. Now they are the half-filled orbitals. When they are far away in this way from each other, that means if there is no overlapping between them, so when they are far away from each other, their potential energy of the both of the atoms are taken as 0. Now see this. This is the potential energy. Curve is there. Now when they are far away from each other, the potential energy is nearly taken as 0. But if they approach to each other, as they comes closer and closer to each other, the potential energy gets decrease and decrease. Now here they comes again overlap to each other, but the extent of overlapping is less. So the decrease in potential energy is also less. But when the two different valence shells of the two different atoms, hydrogen atoms containing the unpaired electrons, get overlap with each other in a sufficient manner, the electron gets paired here and the internuclear distance between the two nuclei of the two different hydrogen atoms get decreased. Now here is the equilibrium distance increases, and as they come closer each other, their internuclear distance, that is the equilibrium distance, decreases. Now one time come when the internuclear distance between them is sufficient such that there are no any interacting forces takes place, that means bond formation takes place, and there is no again any interaction between them, then the potential energy at that time is very less. Now see this curve, and that energy is called as the bond formation energy, and at that time the covalent bond formation takes place. The overlapping are sufficient, and the two hydrogen atoms form a hydrogen molecule at this stage, at the lowering of the potential energy. This is the peak of lowering of the potential energy, and at that time the internuclear distance between them is called as the bond length, and the energy which get decreased is the potential energy, and that is called as the bond formation energy. But if we again increase the extent of overlapping of these two atoms, suppose in this way, they again overlap with each other, the extent of overlapping is greater, then if we force them to overlap in more extent of overlapping, then what happened? The energy, there are the, that is repulsion between the two nuclei, because the nuclei come closer and closer. If the extent of overlapping is increasing, then there are the repulsion, and due to that certainly the potential energy get increased, and as we decrease the internuclear distance between the two nuclei of the two atoms, that means if we force to closer them, then the energy, potential energy, instead of decreasing, get increasing, and bond formation does not take place, because there is the limit for the extent of overlapping, because the repulsive forces between the two nuclei increases, and the energy, that is also increases. Now see here, the potential energy diagram of hydrogen molecule shows how the lowering of energy takes place during the bond formation. Always during the bond formation, there is the lowering of the potential energy. Hydrogen molecule is formed when two hydrogen atoms containing unpaired electrons having valence shell overlaps that cells on each other. When two hydrogen atoms are far away from each other, then there are no any interaction between them. When there is no attractive or repulsive forces are working, there are no interaction, and their potential energy is arbitrarily taken as the zero. But as the atom come close to each other, the energy of the system decreases and decreases. And if they come sufficient close, as there is the bond formation between the two atoms, the energy is again decreases to a certain limit, and that is the bond formation energy, and that is negative energy, because the energy is released during the bond formation. Now see, above this zero there is the positive energy, and below this zero there is the negative energy. And in this way, if we again force them to come closer to each other, that is equilibrium distance between them decrease. If we decrease that, then instead of decreasing the potential energy, the potential energy gets increases, and the molecule is not formed, that is the destabilization of the system. Now this is the potential energy diagram of formation of hydrogen molecule. In this way, hydrogen molecule is formed. Now next topic is the types of overlaps. Overlaps of the atomic orbitals. How many types of overlaps are there in the atomic orbital during the covalent bond formation? Then there are the three types of overlaps, that are the SS overlap, ASP overlap, and PP overlap. Now first see what is the SS type of overlap. When one s orbital of one atom overlaps with the 1s orbital of another atom containing unpaired electrons, then such type of overlap is called as the SS overlap, and the bond form is called as the SS bond. Now see here, the two hydrogen atoms are here. Now the example for the SS overlap is formation of hydrogen molecule. Now the hydrogen atom, it have the 1s orbital, that is the first orbital 1s containing the unpaired electron, and the another hydrogen atom here, it also have the 1s orbital having the unpaired electron with opposite spin. When they overlap with each other and the spin gets paired here, then bond formation is takes place, covalent bond formation is takes place, and hydrogen molecule is formed. And as these are the both are s orbital, so the overlap between the two s orbital is called as the ss overlap, and the bond form is called as the ss bond. Now let us see how the sp overlap takes place. Now see the second type of overlap, sp type of overlap. Now the best example of the sp type of overlap is the formation of hydrogen halide molecule. Now here formation of HF molecule is there. Now this fluorine having atomic number 9 have the electronic configuration as 1s2, 2s2, 2p5 are there, but now these p, there are the three types of p orbital, 2px, 2py and 2pz. Now 2px orbital contain 2 electron, 2p orbital also contain 2 electron, and only 1 electron in the 2pz orbital. Now totally there are the 9 electrons, 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py2 and 2pz1. That means this 2pz orbital is the half filled orbital on the z axis. Now this is the 2pz orbital of the fluorine atom. 2pz orbital containing the unpaired electron with the opposite spin of this hydrogen electron. Now this is the hydrogen atom, it have the 1s orbital having unpaired electron. Now if the s orbital of hydrogen and 2pz orbital of the fluorine overlaps with each other, then there is the sp type of overlap. Now when this s orbital and p 2pz orbital of the fluorine overlaps and their electron gets paired there, there is the bond formation between the H and F atoms and they form the HF molecule, and such type of bond is called as the sp bond, and that overlap is called as the sp overlap. Now see, when one s orbital of one atom overlaps with the p orbital of the another atom containing unpaired electron, then such overlap is called as the sp overlap, and the bond form is called as the sp bond. Now see here, the another lobe of this 2pz orbital which do not contain that electron, it get shrink here. Why it gets shrink? Because the electron density concentrated on in the overlapping region, so the another lobe get slightly shrink, and in this way there is the sp bond formation takes place. The best example is the formation of HF molecule. There may be formation of HCl molecule because the chlorine have also the 3pz orbital, unpaired electron containing orbital. There is the overlapping between the hydrogen and 3pz orbital of the chlorine. So HCl molecule formation is also the example of the sp type of overlap. Again formation of Hi molecule is there. Iodine have the, that is the 4pz orbital as the unpaired electron containing orbital. So there is also the bond formation between the 1s orbital of hydrogen and 4pz orbital of the that is the iodine atom, and there is the formation of Hi bond, that is also the example of the sp overlap. Now let us see how the pp overlap takes place. Now come to the third type of overlap, that is the pp type of overlap. The best example is the formation of any halogen molecule, but here we take the formation of fluorine molecule, F2 molecule. Now fluorine have atomic number 9, have the electronic configuration as 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py2, 2pz1. Now 5 electrons into the 2p orbital, but they have again x, y, z, p orbitals are there, and that contain 2 x and y orbital contain 2 electrons, and the z orbital have only 1 electron, 2pz orbital. Now see, this is the one of the fluorine atom. Its 2pz orbital is on the z axis, containing the unpaired electron. Now another fluorine atom, it's also have the 2pz orbital containing unpaired electron. Now both these 2pz orbitals containing unpaired electron of different fluorine atoms overlap with each other in this way, and their another lobe get shrink because the electron density concentrated in the overlapping region, and this is the fluorine atom. Now such type of bond is called as the pp bond, and such type of overlap is called as the pp overlap. When one p orbital of the one atom overlaps with the p orbital of another atom containing unpaired electron, then such type of overlap is called as the pp overlap, and the bond form is called as the pp bond. Now these are the types of atomic orbitals overlapping.